Hello, everybody. This is El Cucuy Malo, and I want to start off by saying Happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all. Thanksgiving weekend is almost over, and it's sad face to everybody, especially me, because I love my family. As the one thing I'll always fight for, always. You know, friends come and go, but your family will always be there. And I want to touch on that family part because you never know what can happen to your family. You know, you have to spend as most time with them as possible. Just yesterday, my one of my buddies was gonna go with me to a Black Friday special event, and he texted me saying that he couldn't go because his grandfather passed away. And I was like, oh man, you know, I automatically started feeling sad, but I was there for my friend, you know. I had to tell him, I had to console him, I had to tell him that he had to be thankful for all the times his grandpa was there with him and he was being his role model and stuff like that. Like, he had to be thankful that he was no longer suffering and that God took him to a better place. And for any of y'all, any religious matter, I am Catholic and I believe in God and Jesus Christ, and I actually felt like Jesus Christ was right next to me in the ambulance. And what happened was that I had gotten run over by a car last summer, and my arm broke, and the car went completely over my body, and automatically I felt like I was really hot inside, like if something busted inside, and I started bleeding, like I started bleeding out. I was really scared. The situation was, I don't know if any of y'all know what planking is, but yeah, don't ever plank in the street. Well, I guess that's what I got for, you know, being stupid. That was actually the first time I ever planked, though. I decided to plank in the street, and a car didn't see me backing out of their driveway, and when they accelerated down the street, they ran over me completely. But the car was on top of me, and I couldn't take the pain anymore. So I told the car to back out because I felt like it was crushing me, and I could not get out. It was a pretty low car, guys. It was a Nissan Maxima. So once I tell the car to back out, and it does, I feel the wheel went over my whole body again. So it went over me twice, forward and backwards. And I did not feel my arm break instantly, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened to it. But once the car was off of me, all I could do and all I could think about was move my body around, you know, like just trying to check if everything in my body is okay. First I started off with my toes. I was able to move my toes, and oh, this is funny. lag. Back to the story. First off, I started off with the toes, and I was able to move my toes, you know, and I moved my toes, wiggled them, and I was like, all right, next, wiggle your feet, like move your feet, and I was able to move my feet. And then moved up to my knees, and I was able to move my knees. And then when it came to my side, and I felt like my right side, like my right hip was open, and everything, like my whole blood and stuff was coming off of there, and all I could feel was hot. And then after that, I just moved up to my arms, and I checked my right arm first. This is me laying down completely on the street. I check my right arm. Everything is okay with my arm. I try to move it. Everything is good. It functions right. Nothing is out of place. Now, I start to think about my left arm, but I haven't even seen it yet. I start to think about it, and I feel like it's hot. Like something pinched me or something. And so I look over to my left arm. My left arm is on the street, and it's flat, and I don't know where a big bump from my arm comes up, and it looks like a heartbeat monitor, kind of like the one right there where it says 100% on Battlefield right here. It looked exactly like that, guys. And I remember me thinking, oh shit, it's broken. And while I was thinking that, I actually tried to move it, so I picked it up. And when I picked it up, from my wrist down, from where a wristwatch would be at, down to my elbow, it was okay. But then from the rest of my hand, like my fingers and stuff, it was all messed up. And so when I tried to move it just swung completely backwards. And I remember my whole family like screaming because they thought that it was disgusting. And well, I thought it was disgusting too, but I just thought that it was a broken bone automatically, and it could get fixed, you know. So it didn't really matter to me at that moment. I still had my fingers, so I was still gonna be able to play with myself and play Xbox and stuff like that. But moving on, I went up to my neck, and I was able to move my neck, you know. And so I know for a fact that I'm not paralyzed, you know. But knowing that a car that weighs 4,200 pounds was on top of me for about a little bit less than 5 minutes, I'm pretty scared at this point that something inside is wrong, like internal bleeding or something like that, you know. And so the ambulance finally gets there, and oh man, let me tell you about when they put me on the back seat. They had to lift up my back in order to put the back seat in, like, under my back. And when they did that, I felt like my right side collapsed into my body. I don't know how to explain it, but it hurt. That's the point. The ride to the hospital really hurt. But what I'm gonna talk to you about is when I was in the ambulance. Kind of why I first started to talk about this. When I was in the ambulance, you know, obviously I'm crying because I don't know what's gonna happen with me. Not because I'm a girl, but because I want to live. You know, I want to have kids. And well, I asked the medic. I asked him how long was I gonna have to be at the hospital. You know, I asked him what's gonna happen to me, what's wrong with me. And I know that he doesn't know anything about that, but you know, when you're in danger, you just want to know what's wrong with you, you know. And so he tells me, I guess he just took a random guess, and he said that I'll probably be at the hospital for 6 months. And when he said that, my heart kind of like crushed, because that's a lot of time, you know. That's a lot of time off of school when I went back, of course, because this was in July, actually July 4th. That was gonna be time with my family, time with friends, and time with, you know, any of the chicas. But yeah, when he said that, I felt chills all over my body, up and down my body, at least 3 times. And I saw, like, I felt him. I felt Jesus Christ there helping me and being with me. And I knew he was looking after me whenever that car went over me, because my head was literally about 3 inches away from the driver's side wheel. And whenever I felt those chills, I felt like it was Jesus Christ and my grandpa. You know, my grandpa passed away when I was in 4th grade, and at his funeral, my mom fainted, and I will never forget that feeling. Like, they had to hold me back, because I automatically, my reaction was my mom. You know, I have to help out my mom. And my grandpa, I look a lot like my grandpa. I have his ears, his cheeks, everything. And you know, my mom was his first daughter, and I know for a fact that he's looking out for his grandchildren, and I know for a fact he was looking out for me there. But yeah, guys, that situation was really crazy. I know I have God in my side, I have Jesus Christ in my side, and especially my grandpa. And my grandpa is family, and that's the main thing in the world, is family. You know what I mean? And just gonna finish this off by saying Happy Thanksgiving again. I wish y'all and your family to have a awesome Thanksgiving. I know I had an awesome Thanksgiving dinner, but I couldn't eat that much because next week is soccer trials for me, and pretty scared about that, guys. Hope y'all wish me luck. Well, I'm really scared, actually. There's a lot of guys better than me, but you know, who cares? I'm just gonna try, and I'm pretty sure I'll impress the coaches. But yeah, guys, please comment, favor, subscribe, and like it. And thank you for watching my first ever commentary on YouTube. And oh yeah, guys, I want to give out a shout out to one of my best friends, Bambi. I promised him I'll give him throw out a shout out for him because he loves Battlefield, and I know he's viewing my videos. So thank you very much. Peace.